Okay, hi guys. I hope you are well and that you're keeping what warm there where you are. It's very cold where I am. So today we are going to do subjects, objects, and verbs again, and then we are going to recap the punctuation that we did last week. Like I said, let me just go to my next slide so you can see. Uh, that is because of the testing next week. Next week, Monday, we're going to do testing. So this week, we're just going to recap everything. And so I'm completely comfortable that you're completely comfortable with everything. Okay. So received a few emails telling me that you are not comfortable with punctuation and that the verbs, subjects, and objects are still bothering you a bit. That's why we're going to do it again today. And then tomorrow we will continue with adverbs and nouns. Thursday we're going to do reading comprehension, and on Friday I'm going to do um, prefix and the suffix. Okay, so classroom rules are the same. Table of context. Okay, so we are going to do the same work that we did yesterday. We're going to recap it again today. Um, if you have any questions, put up your hand or ask me in the chat. Just open the chat, sorry. Um, or ask me in the chat. So, okay. Like I said yesterday, uh, okay, before we start, I see somebody here says it's very cold where they are. I live in Freiburg and it's very cold here. It's like, I think it's 8 degrees during the day today. It's very cold and windy. So, but I hope you're keeping warm. So, okay, subjects, objects, and verbs. Like I said yesterday, the basic part of a sentence are the subject and the verb. The subject is normally a noun. The subject is normally a noun, a word that names a person, place, or thing. The verb usually follows the subject and identifies an action or state of being. And then the object is the thing that the action or the verb is being done to. Okay. So let's just recap the verb. Is there anyone that's not with me? Anybody that's struggling with something? Let me just, yeah. With this specific work. Okay, I'm going to recap this very quickly and then we will continue to the punctuation. I know there was a few of you that the punctuation is bothering a bit more. Okay, so verbs. A verb is a word which describes the action in a sentence. The word it's the word that's doing something. Like I said yesterday, I play soccer. They skip quickly. We eat spaghetti. Bob is 7 today. Okay, so that is the verb. It's the action that takes place. The action that takes place. That is the verb. Okay. So and remember the irregular verb is the past tense of the verb, but it's when the entire word changes. It's not when you it's not when you put an ed after it. So it is the past tense of the verb, but it's not but just putting an ed at the back of the verb. Okay, so my example here is go and went. Okay. Okay, we're not going to do this again. Any questions regarding verbs? Any questions regarding verbs? Anything you're struggling with regarding verbs? Okay, I want us to do the irregular verbs again. You can put up your hand for the irregular verbs, or you can put it in the chat for me. So the irregular verb of be. The irregular verb of be. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Forgive and forgot.
Okay. Give me the irregular verb of be, please. The top one.
Oh. Been.
It's was or were. Okay, the irregular verb of be is was or were. Okay. Like I told you yesterday regarding irregular verbs is not something you can understand. It's just something that you learn. So if I'm learning irregular verbs, I'm going to put a page over irregular verbs and say be is was were. Bend is bent. Okay. Okay, let's. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm also fine. Ma'am, for choose is chose.
Choose is chose. Yes, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
It's a pleasure. Okay, choose is chose. Cut is what?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Cut is cut.
Yes, that's correct. Cut stays cut. Okay, thank you. Okay, Michaela. Do is?
Ma'am, do is
Yes.
did. Do is did.
Yes, do is did. Thank you. Okay, Zoe, the next one, draw.
Draw. Draw is drew.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Ma'am,
I think we can
ma'am,
build
when you
Yes.
actually said what is cut, it actually rhymed.
Okay. Yes, you're correct. It actually rhymed. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Just ask it's on mute.
Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Fine, thanks. Fly is flew.
Fly is flew. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, I see that you're answering me in the chat section also. I'm going to ask everybody that is putting up their hands to talk to me. I I also see your answers, but I want us to talk to each other and communicate a little bit more. So that's why I'm going to do the answers via the. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Forgive.
Forgave.
Forgave. Yes, thank you. Okay. Hold. Hold. just okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, the answer is held. Held.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Okay. Guys, you can still answer me in the chat box. It's fine. And if your mic isn't working, it's also fine. So you don't need to answer me. It's just fun to talk to you a little bit more. Okay. Okay. The next one, drive,
Drove.
is drove. Yes. Okay. Now the next one, drink, drink.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Drink and drank.
Yes, I drank milk. That's correct. Thank you. Okay. Now the next one is I eat something. Yesterday I ate something. Today I feel alive. Yesterday I felt alive. Yes. Okay. Today I fight. Yesterday I
Fought.
fought. Okay. Today I find my wallet. Yesterday I
Found.
found. Okay. Today I freeze. Yesterday I
Rose.
froze. Yes. Today I give. Yesterday I
Gave.
gave. Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Today I go to the shops. Yesterday I went. And today I grow. Yesterday I grow a plant. Yesterday I grew a plant. Okay. I received a question here that I just want to talk to you about. When there's more than one verb in a sentence, that is fine. If I ask you to underline or circle the verb in a sentence, you can underline or circle or color both of the verbs. It's possible that there is, especially in a long sentence, it's possible that there are two verbs in one sentence. It's possible. When we are done with the subject and the object also, I will go back to the exercises we did yesterday. And then I'll explain to you again just how it looks when there's two verbs or two subjects or two objects in a sentence. Okay, so that you are comfortable with that. But it's possible that there are more than one verb. So you can underline or select both verbs. Okay. Okay, now the subject. That one is, a subject is a part of the sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action in a sentence. Okay, so it's the part of the sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action in a sentence. Like, the coat looks expensive. Shirley has a big dog. Ken know the answer. Important thing, the hint here is find the action word in the sentence. Find the action word in the sentence. And ask who or what. Find the action word and ask who or what. Okay. So that is the subject. Any questions regarding the subject of a sentence? Anything you're struggling with? Anything else you okay. Sometimes, let me just go to the next slide. You're more than okay. Sometimes it looks like a verb, but it isn't a verb. Okay. When we get to the exercises, I will do a few of them for you and I will explain to you exactly how that works. Okay. So sometimes it looks like a verb, but it's in fact an object. Okay. I'm just going to go past this quickly. Okay. An object in a sentence is located after the verb. That is the thing that the verb, the action of the verb is being done to. Like, he gave me an apple. Jack caught a fish. Caught is the verb. So what was caught? If you ask what was caught or who was told, then you have the object. Okay. So if you take the verb and you ask what or who, then you have the object of a sentence. Okay. Any questions regarding the object of a sentence? Like I said, I am going to explain to you when we do the exercises. Every one of them I will explain to you. Okay. Okay, not this exercises, the ones. Okay. Here is this page again. If you want to, you can take a photo of this or write it down or something like that. Because this is basically, if you're learning or if you're looking at the verb, the subject and the object of a sentence, this page is the only thing that is important, except the exercises, just to um, exercise how you do it, how you find it. But this page is the most important because it tells you exactly how to find the object, the verb, and the subject. Okay, so the subject is who or what performs the action of the verb. Okay, it is who or what performs the action of the verb. The verb is the word that expresses what the action is. And the last one is whoever or whatever receives the action is the object. Whoever or whatever receives the action is the object. Okay. We are going to write the test on Monday afternoon at 12. At 12 o'clock, then you will have the test will become available for you. Okay. So we are going to do the test on Monday. On Friday, we are going to do the prefix and the suffix. Okay. Just to recap that for Monday's test. Do you
Hi,
hello?
ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, what time is the test?
Monday at 12. It's going to be available at 12 o'clock. So
We're
after
gonna have
that
a
you can.
class.
No. It's not something that you can. It's not. You're not going to write it at 12. It's going to be available from 12, so you can go and find it. Okay. I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you everything on Friday. Don't worry. It's not that you have to do it at 12. It's just going to be available at 12. Okay.
Oh, so the test is going to be on Monday.
Yes, you're going to do the English test on Monday.
Okay, so it's going to be there on YouTube at 12.
Yes. And then you can do it anytime you want. Okay. It's
I
just,
thought that I was going to use my class.
yes. Okay, I'm going to, what I want you to know is that I'm going to, if we do this, you don't have to worry about the test. Okay. If that's why I'm going to put extra care into the recap. So then you don't need to worry about the test. You will know exactly what to do and how to do it. Okay, so please ask me questions if there's something that's bothering you or that you don't know. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay.
So, ma'am, is your sentence allowed to only have one thing? Like, for example, let's say your sentence only has the subject, or it only has a verb, or it only has an object. Are you allowed to do that when you're writing
You are
in a sentence?
allowed to do that when you're writing. Yes, you are allowed to do that when you're writing. And
Yes,
most of the time, a sentence have to have a verb. But in English, there's always an exception to the rule. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There's always an exception to the rule. So if I tell you the rule is a sentence must have a verb, there's always an exception to the rule. So
Yes, ma'am.
like I said, when you go to the exercises after this, I will explain to you exactly what I mean, where there's no verb or no subject or no object. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Okay, just go to. Okay. So the next one, this is the exercise I talked about that I want us to do together. Like, we went to the park. This one is the easy one. We is the subject, went is the verb. You see that is an irregular verb. It's
Yes,
go,
ma'am.
went. Okay. Okay. And park is the object. Okay. Now the next one, I sang a song. That one is straightforward. Okay. Just here, put the questions here.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Oh.
Yes.
So we were gonna like do the action, verb, and the things. But you
Okay.
are answering.
I'm going to answer to for you. I just want, like I said, it's the exact same thing we did yesterday. I'm just going to explain to you how, like I go on, exactly why that is the verb and that is the object and that is the the subject. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So Mark and I played basketball at the park. So that is the one from who or what? Who or what? Mark and I. Who or what is doing the verb. So Mark and I, the verb is played. That is just a past tense. That is not a irregular verb. You see that? Basketball, which is the subject. Okay. It is the object, sorry. Basketball is the object. Now the next one. She is the subject. Ordered a hamburger and fries. Let's see here. Okay. So Again, the subject is who or what performs the action. So she performs the action of ordered a hamburger and fries, which is the object. Okay. Sally want to eat pizza. That one is easy. Okay. Yeah. Reading and learning looks like. Reading and learning looks like the verbs, but those are in fact the objects. Fun is the verb and activities is the object. Okay. Do you see that in this one? Okay. Driving is dangerous at night. I read a book and ate a box of chocolates. Okay. I'm just going to go to the next slide. Not this slide. Okay, this one. Staring at the sun may hurt your eyes. Okay. Staring at the sun may hurt your eyes. Do you see that that one, staring, looks like the verb again? That one looks like the verb again, but it is not. It's not the action that's being done. Staring is the subject. It's who or what. At the sun may hurt. Hurt is the thing that's happening in this sentence. May hurt is the thing that's happening. And your eyes are the object. Okay, so the last one. Okay, let's go back to number 16. Okay, here is one someone asked me about regarding the two verbs in one sentence. Okay, I rode. Extra verb. I rode my bike. Bike is the object. While she is the subject. Ran is the verb. Down the street. Okay. And then you'll see number 15 also. My mom, which is the subject. So that is the one that says who or what performs the action. My mom performs this action. Okay, so my mom performs the action of told. Whoever or whatever, that is me. The dog is at the park. Okay. I hope all of you are comfortable with this. I will give you my email address at the end of this slideshow. Please email me again if there's something that is bothering you. If there's something bothering you with this, please. Okay. Just going to go past this so I can get to the punctuation exercises. Okay. Otherwise, my time is going to get away from me. Okay. Okay. So marks. Punctuation marks. Is used in writing to separate sentences and their elements to clarify the meaning. Okay. So that is what you use at the end of a sentence or during a sentence to clarify its meaning or to make it easier to read. Like I told you last time we did this, if there's no punctuation mark in a sentence, it's very difficult to read. Okay, so the punctuation marks we're going to use today is question marks, exclamation marks, full stops, commas, and quotation marks. Okay, quotation marks, the other word for quotation marks is the inverted commas. Okay, you have that. Okay, question mark. Easy. It's we use a question mark at the end of every sentence of every question. So a normal question like, is it cold outside? Question mark. To indicate uncertainty, when I ask you, you were born in 2000, if it's not something I tell you, it's something I'm asking you. So it's an uncertainty. Okay, we use a question mark for that also. Okay. In a series of questions, he has been hospitalized. Question. Why? Question. Okay. So it's not when I know something, it's when I'm asking you. He's been hospitalized. Question. Why? Question. Okay. Just here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
So, ma'am, question marks can also be used in some of the questions that you can also do as a full stop, right?
Yes.
Like in a historic way, like, you're 15 years old. Something like that.
Okay, but yes, that is. I think most of the time, or I think I know, most of the time you go and look at the entire text, or I will never give you a sentence in a text that looks like number 2. You were born in 2007, just like that. It will be in a text, so you have the context of what I want. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's never going to, if we were looking at each other and she was saying, you were born in 2007, something like that. So then you will know if it's going to be a question mark or a full stop. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I will never give you one of those in a context like this.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to get confusing. I will never try to be difficult or do something difficult for you. Okay. So the end of a tag question, that is easy. That's we have never seen that, have we? So I'm asking you, we have never seen that, have we? Okay. So the next one is an exclamation mark. We use an exclamation mark to express strong feelings or emotions, such as surprise, shock, anger, or a raised voice. Like, example, there you are. Or used to give a command, sit down, stop that. Okay. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. You have a
Ma'am, so exclamation mark also um tells people to do this, and that's you are here, and how, and when you are screaming and shouting.
Yes, that is exactly what that is. It gives us strong feelings or emotion or surprise or a raised voice. Okay, so that
Yes.
is what an exclamation mark does. Like the previous one, I told you that I will never give you a sentence just like that. I will always give you punctuation marks in a text. So you will see the context in what I want. Okay. If I want an exclamation mark or a full stop or a question mark. Okay. But it is sometimes possible for an exclamation mark and a full stop to, you can either use an exclamation mark or full stop sometimes. In the exercise I have on these slides, there's a few that I will give you examples of when it can be a full stop or an exclamation mark. Okay, because I know the exclamation mark is difficult. The full stop, is easy. We use a full stop at the end of a sentence. If you have a sentence that's not a question or doesn't need an exclamation mark, it gets a full stop. But you also use a full stop following abbreviations, like I'll see you at 7A point M point. Okay, that is the two uses of a full stop. We also call it a period. Okay, that one is easy. Any questions regarding a full stop? I won't give you abbreviations in the test on Monday. I'm not going to give you abbreviations on that in that text. Okay, now a comma. We use a comma when we want to pause in a sentence or when a sentence gets too long. But commas are used when we want to pause in a sentence, like I was hungry, comma, so I made myself a sandwich. We also use a comma when we put two sentences together, like I want to go to the shop, comma, but it's too cold outside. Then we also use a comma. The next one is you can also use a comma to separate three or more things. So I want some candy, comma, chips and soda. I want some candy, comma, chips and soda. Remember, you don't put a comma after the before and. So we're not going to put a comma after chips. You don't put a comma before and. But you can list three or more things like I want some chocolate, comma, soda, comma, toys, comma, bread, and shoes. So it doesn't matter how many things you list. You put a comma after each one except before and. Any questions regarding the comma? Okay. And the last one, the quotation marks. Just okay, the last one. Let's see here. What's happening here? Again, the last one. Michaela,
Yes, ma'am.
you have a question?
Ma'am, I have a question. Ma'am, do I have homework?
No, we are going to do this the entire week. We're going to do the recap, the revision, the entire
Yes, ma'am.
week. So you
Yes,
can learn what you can do for me. You can learn. I'm going to tell you now. You can learn the things we do today, like the subject, object, and verb, and then the punctuation marks. You can learn that today. So then tomorrow when you do the next one, you can do the next one tomorrow. Okay. So you don't have homework, but you can try to understand and do everything we do today during class in the afternoon. Just so you are more comfortable on Monday and so you don't have a lot of work to learn on over the weekend. If you do it piece by piece today, then you don't need to worry over the weekend. Okay, the last one, quotation marks or inverted commas. Okay, we use quotation marks at the beginning of a sentence to indicate that it's written exactly like it said. Okay, so I don't want to eat dinner, said Peter. Or direct and indirect speech, she says, inverted comma, I am ill, inverted comma. Okay, so I'm going to go to the exercises. There are 3 days left. I want you to give me the answers of this. What do you put at the end of this, the first sentence? There are 3 days left.
Ma'am, you
No?
put a full stop.
A full stop. Okay. Now then, can you do the next one for me also? Their cat is black.
Ma'am, you also put a full stop.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay. The next one. Isn't it Monday? Isn't it Monday?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I think you put a question mark.
Yes, because just that is like that thing I told you. It's a question of uncertainty. You don't really know, so I'm asking you, isn't it Monday? Okay, so that is a question mark. The next one, help, a clown is chasing me. What do you put there? Help, a clown is chasing me.
Exclamation mark.
Yes, that is an exclamation mark.
Ma'am?
Okay. Yes. The next one. Do the next one for me. Do you live in America?
Ma'am, we put a question mark because you're asking a
Ye-
question.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Homework is boring.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good. It's a full stop.
It is a full stop. Yes. Thank you. Okay, I just want to talk to you quickly about something. I see the time is getting away from me again, but the one where it's the exclamation mark, help, a clown is chasing me. Like I told you last week, what you can do is you can go and say for yourself, help, a clown is chasing me. Is it going to be a full stop or is it going to be an exclamation mark? I think when a clown is chasing you, you're going to freak out and say, help, a clown is chasing me. Okay. Well, that one is easy. There's one. The last one here. The last one here. What a fun assignment. Do you think it's going to be an exclamation mark or a full stop? Do you think it's going to be an exclamation mark or full stop? Hello?
Exclamation mark.
Yes. But that is why I went to this one. It can also be, it can also be a full stop. Okay. If you put a full stop or an exclamation mark in a sentence like this, you will get your point for that, because it's not something I can either tell you this, what a fun assignment, or I'm going to tell you what a fun assignment. Okay, so you can either use a full stop or an exclamation mark. But something like the first one, which says, put that down right now. That is going to be an exclamation mark. Your mother isn't going to tell you, put that down right now when you have a hot pan in your hand. She's going to scream at you and say, put that down right now. The same with, don't shut the door or leave me alone. You understand the difference between a sentence that can be either an exclamation mark or a full stop. Do you understand the difference? Okay, guys, it's 12:15. Thank you for today's lesson. I will try and recap this. I will try and finish all the exercises of the punctuation during the week. Maybe tomorrow, if we are done with the things the adverbs and the nouns tomorrow, I will try and put the rest of the punctuation exercises at the end of that. But thank you for today and thank you for participating. And then I will see you tomorrow.